Hi, fellow seekers and light workers. Namaste. Danielle here for the Holistic Harmony channel. Welcome back. As promised, I am shooting this video in regards to the new moon energy in Pisces for March. Pisces being the last of the zodiac signs, so ending off a cycle. Aries is the next sun sign that we're moving into, which is the first sign in the zodiac world. So that would start off the new year in that way. Full moon is coming up in Libra on the 20th, which I'll be having a live meditation for. You guys can see the links below to get information on that. But for now, we're going to talk about Pisces. A lot of Pisces energy happening this month. A lot of things happening in Pisces, making it super intense and strong, which I'll get into and talk about. So the symbol of Pisces, if you think about it, is two fish captured by a string and they're swimming in opposite directions. Pulling. Duality. So for those of you that have been feeling like you've been pulled energetically, emotionally, in all directions, having an emotional meltdown and duality, not sure of what direction to go in and what's happening and why, you're fine. Seriously, that's the energy that is so apparent right now. And I think that we're all feeling it on all ends, regardless of what sun sign you are or what you resonate with. On some level, we've all been kind of tested, especially over the last few weeks as we've been heading in and leading into this energy. So just to give you some information on that so that you can figure out why and, maybe tap into how to navigate through that a little bit better, we're going to talk about that now. So we're about to move into the spring, which is also going to naturally be a change of frequency, moving out of the water signs and into the fire eventually with Aries. So examining what needs to be let go of is exactly what's being called upon for us. And we're always on some level being asked to release and let go of things that we're not in alignment with. So we're just going to tap into exactly what that is for this month specifically, examining what is sliding away, realizing what is just kind of like shedding off, not resisting letting it go. Releasing it out, not trying to hold on to something that you're no longer in alignment with, not trying to connect with something that really isn't meant for you because your vibrations are raising and maybe that thing or person or situation is not really still in alignment with you. Letting it go. And also noticing what isn't sliding away. What's working towards staying involved in your life. A constant. Something active. Being kind to yourself as well as others. Being compassionate that we're all going through these dualities, these shifts, these emotional and energetic pulls in all directions. And so just being mindful of that, not just for yourself, but for everybody else that you're interacting with as well. And just having compassion for the fact that some of us might not be able to handle that as well as others. Some of our situations might be a little bit more severe at this stage of life than others. That's just the ebb and flow of life. And so to be aware of that and kind to it is going to help really ease all of the interactions that we're having with one another. So being kind to yourself, everyone else, with your words, with your actions, and opening your heart and allowing the vibrations of love in. That's how you're going to be able to use Pisces to navigate through your intuition, to feel out what's right. You don't have to know exactly what that looks like and why, but just opening up your heart and allowing the feelings and emotions and vibrations of love to enter. And therefore, whatever is supposed to be in your life through that will be. Whatever's not, we send out. This way we allow it to grow, as well as ourselves. Not forcing anything. Really trying not to want to take control of all angles of a situation and help to navigate it into a certain way. That's not where we're at right now in Pisces. We have the sun, the moon, and Neptune all hanging out in Pisces. Neptune, the ruler of Pisces. So really intense. This energy is ambivalent and this type of energy is fierce at this moment. So This obviously enables us to view and see the world in certain ways. And so, because of this, your intuition is super important. You really don't want to have the darkest parts of you navigating how you're seeing the world. And I attribute this to like the devil card in tarot, where this is about delusion versus reality. What is being created in the thoughts in my mind with my belief system? And what is actually rooted in reality? Seeing the darkest parts of yourself, recognizing that the mental prison comes from within, and that you are in charge of seeing it clearly and setting it free. But this makes us feel unstable and like we're floating in different identities almost. Because one way we feel a certain thing, and another time we feel something else. And again, that duality of emotions as we're growing and expanding and raising vibrations is really challenging to kind of figure out. And as I've mentioned in some of my posts recently, moving at a pace where you're constantly filling up voids and emptiness with things that you're no longer in alignment with is just going to keep you right there. So while we wind up releasing, letting go, and shedding, we're making space. And with that space, sometimes comes a void and an emptiness and confusion and feeling lost and maybe a little scattered and not grounded, not rooted. And we tend to try to stuff and fill up that void with information, with food, with spending, with all of these unhealthy behaviors, or maybe even healthy behaviors, but just overloading ourselves with them just to stuff and fill up that emptiness. And it becomes really super unhealthy and also clouds our judgment and doesn't allow us to have the space and the freedom then to move and grow. So sometimes we think that the things that we're filling this void with make sense right now, but they're really just bringing more lessons to learn and prolonging the inevitable of the growth, if you so choose to take it. If we take a step back and a pause for a moment, we can really listen to the inner wisdom that we all have inside of us, and that's always ever growing and changing, and find out what we need right now. We're going to have core values and certain things that are supposed to be in place for us to navigate through, but there are other gray areas that we really need to move and grow with as time goes by, because we're always evolving as people, or at least we're trying to. And if you're watching this video, you're a seeker, you're looking for growth. You wouldn't be even still on this video right now if you didn't care about this on some level. So recognize the fact that you are a seeker of growth and looking for answers and guidance in order to ease the awakening process for yourself, as well as lean into these energy shifts that are happening rather than resisting. So again, leaning in the alignment of the higher vibration, breaking the cycles with each and every moon, as we're always trying to do. We're always going to be in a cycle in our life. We're either going to recognize where we are in it and work to move through it, or we're going to keep repeating the same stuff over and over again, or inviting the same types of people and situations into our lives and working through the cycle in a hamster wheel style. So we're trying to keep this in mind as we navigate through each day, and it's not easy. As things are happening, you're not like, oh, the energy's in Pisces, so I guess that's why it's happening. But maybe you will after watching this. That's what the whole point of this is for. So that you can actually take a step back and breathe and maybe think about something that's bigger than you, that could be navigating certain things right now beyond your control, so that you can find ease with it and really understand the bigger parts of the universe that are out there, so that you can grow and change with it. This watery moon provides transformational energy, diving deep into the depths of our souls and unlocking different parts of ourselves that we've may never seen before. We want to work to embrace and let go of how you even got there to see that. What led up to your awareness right now, to your growth, even sometimes if it was extremely difficult or maybe even ugly, doesn't matter. As long as you're here, recognizing what has happened, owning responsibility for whatever that is, knowing what to do to put in place to make sure that those mistakes, those choices, those reactions don't happen again, and move forward with it, that's what truly matters. Not what it's then going to beget in the future either. Not attaching to any part of it other than the present and how you're going to utilize it right now. So don't attach to how it looked to get to where you are, and don't worry about what it's going to bring you later. Start to work to be present so that you can embrace it and continue to grow with it. Not attaching to the outcome or the story will set you free. Mercury is in retrograde, also in Pisces right now. Super Pisces happening. I'll have another video following about that. That's a whole separate thing. And so just even more reason to allow your intuition to guide you, whatever is vibrating at vibrations of love that you're opening up your heart to. It's even more reason to not try to call all of the shots right now at this time. It's a time for us to let our connections that we've developed already leading up to now, and our deeper connections with those people, to tap into special parts of you that have not been explored yet. Handle them with care. We could be really working to release right now lifelong emotions and thoughts and limitations. And that's pretty heavy. But you're able to do it. Speak softly and from the heart. Let things carry out with hope and faith. And use your intuition to help guide you on how you want to take action in the real world. Because we can have all of the information inside of us and keep gathering and reading and watching videos and, doing workshops and all of these beautiful, beautiful things that give us so much knowledge and awareness. But if you're just constantly gathering resources and you're not using real time and real situations to execute them, then you're not going to allow them to shape-shift your life. At that point, you're just hermiting in and holding it inside and just kind of not allowing yourself to expand, because we all need people, situations, conversations, relationships, and experiences in order to experience exponential growth. Eventually, you'll reach a level where you can't help yourself anymore. Your level of, experience is going to only be so much with only your energy. And we know that we're all connected and there is a collective consciousness. So we're all dealing with these situations and these issues collectively, because our thoughts manifest. So if we're thinking about ourselves in such a way, or even someone else, and not working through it, we're just creating more of that energy out there to be connected to. And that's not what we're trying to do. Pay attention to what you align with and resonate with emotionally. Open up your heart to love. That's it. Don't attach to anything else. Open up your heart to love. And with time and space, you will feel your true alignment. So I hope this information helped you. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you care to, feel free to subscribe to the channel so that you can stay connected to all of the information that I try to provide here on it, as well as fun interviews and guided energy meditations and reports like this one here. Leave comments if this has helped you, or if you have any questions, or if there's something that you want to share. If there's anything that you want to request to see as a video, also leave a comment for that. And until we meet again, namaste.